Hello. We got some peoples out there. Hello. How's everyone doing this fine evening? Didn't I already stream today? Is there rules on how many times I can stream? How's everyone doing tonight? All right. Yeah, I have done a few streams already today. I did not get a chance to watch your Coral Castle video yet, Tony, but I will do that. Watching a fat donkey on Raw. I don't know. I just see live streams as a way to connect with viewers, to connect with subscribers. Oh, Carolina Tony, did you find the Mars Bluff bomb that no one believes me about, but is actually real? I start talking about The Bachelor. I've never watched The Bachelor. I'm not going to start talking about that. Not sure why he said that, but Insomnia. Well, it's only 11, so not yet. I don't think we're officially in insomnia territory. Although I'm drinking Pepsi. I don't know if that's a good idea. The bomb is like right in someone's backyard. You see like there's a row of houses and then there's like a row of trees behind it. It's not very far in the woods, but it's right behind it. You can see it on Google Earth. I'm talking about the Mars. It's Mars Bluff, South Carolina. Had an atomic bomb dropped in the woods. What's my favorite movie? I always have a hard time pinning down like a number one. I like. Do I drink alcohol? No, not usually. I like Wizard of Oz, Willy Wonka, Chocolate Factory, Edward Scissorhands, Cold Mountain, and The Prestige. No, I did not watch Die Hard yet. Jeez. I will watch Die Hard at some point. I'll watch Die Hard and I'll review it for you guys. I'll tell you if it stinks. Where the heck are the albums? Am I enjoying not having to go to work? I feel like the right decision was made, and I have not looked back since. I have not regretted my decision. Oh. Want to start a tag team with Randy Watson's Wild Ride? Man, I do want to do some more wrestling events. None of my contacts are doing anything right now. You guys like the Caveman vlog? Carolina Tony, please explain Rosebud. Well, that's a movie I have seen. It's a reference to Citizen Kane. Hey, Scotty Ukes. Blake M says, "Is one of the nukes that was dropped in NC still in the ground?" I'd not heard that. I'd not heard that it was still in the ground. That would be terrifying if that was true. Yeah, everyone hit the like button. They may or may not do something. I don't know. Nope. Everyone was hitting it. I do the rosebud because isn't there? It like breaks the snow globe and then he says rosebud. Does my family ever go with me on trips? Sometimes. Shout out to Alan Weber's 50 minutes to my to his birthday. So happy birthday. Hey, Ian. LP Schools is watching all the vids on Roswell. I had a good time in Roswell. That was some really fun. Michelle Margot asked if I've started the hoodies yet. There are hoodies in the Carpetbagger store if you'd like to check it out. I have a really hard time believing they left an active nuclear bomb in the ground in North Carolina. Dwayne Woods' Ripley's are awesome videos. Good. I'm getting close. I got 3 more Ripley's to knock out. Arthur Childs asking about the hat. I don't know. I just haven't been wearing it. I do need to wear that some more. Ian asked, do I handle all the shipping for the store? No, the shipping is all handled by Spreadshirt. They print to order. You order something, they print that and then send it. Who could Dave says he's the good bearded Dave. Well, you're the only bearded Dave I know. What's my favorite place I've been to recently? Gosh, I've been to so many places recently. But I'll be quiet. Well, actually, I won't, because I'd say that the Mark Klein tour was one of the best. Cappy Studio says hi from Disney World. They're at Disney World, but they're watching me live stream. Weezer or Pixies? They're both pretty good. I like the Weezer and the Pixies. What is the holy grail of Mold-O-Rama? I think it's the Purple People Eater. I'm not that like diehard into like old Mold-O-Ramas, but I know the Purple People Eater is highly sought after. How long was your Gyarados in the Four Corners? What's a Gyarados? Do I think Adam the Woo is a Martian? Probably not. Do I like shopping with Anna? No. Laura Jones's Death Museum was really cool. Yeah, that was fun. Yes, I have a copy of the Dinosaur 2 Kingdom comic book, and I plan on reading it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I left a Gyarados at the Four Corners. He was there for over 24 hours. Yeah, Anna was really mad at me for she says I showed something, but I didn't. Okay, September 8th is the Bigfoot Festival in Marion, North Carolina. Whoop. Someone email that to me. I need to check. I need to check that out. How are the cats? Cats are doing really good. Sarah Green says, do you have a regular job or you just travel? This has been my full-time job for about a month and a half. But previously, I did have a day job. Ian's got her driver's license today. That stink. That stinks. Is Anna going with me on a long road trip? I tried trying to talk her into it, and suddenly she doesn't want to go. Aunt Whale says, do you think Gold Dust deserves one last title run? Gold Dust is one of my all-time favorites. Like, the original Gold Dust was awesome. Where's the next road trip going to be? The next road trip is a secret. A deep, dark secret. Not really dark, but it's a secret. Whatever, keep a possum as a pet, yes. No, I'm not going back to top secret anytime soon. No secrets. We got something, we got something cooking up. I think it'll be more exciting if it's a secret. Sugar gliders. Sugar gliders are pretty cool. Hey, Billy, how are you doing? I got your painting hanging up in my bunker over there. Secrets in Chicago? What's that? Cedar Hollow says they have 2 possums I can have. Are they pet possums or are they just possums in your yard? Laura Jones says do more abandoned stuff. More abandoned stuff. Did I pick up my daughter on time? Kinda. What's the best fan mail I've ever gotten? I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't use the F word. Donald Queen, first time live stream watcher. Come to a haunted tour in San Antonio. Is San Antonio haunted? Is there a lot of haunted spots? Is the Alamo? Is the Alamo haunted? Is that it? Ever been to Maine? I've been to Maine. Maine is one of my favorite food states. I love the food in Maine. When I was in Maine, I ate lobster for every meal. I should check out Fox Cave. Shh, no spoilers. Any plans on visiting New York City? Well, my brother lives in New York, and he's getting married in May. So, gotta figure out. I'm waiting for my dad to get with the plans. My little brother, yes. I have 3 little brothers, so. Coney Island cyclone rides. Now, if the original cyclone is anything like the Georgia cyclone, I'm not getting on it because, oh man, the Georgia cyclone is so freaking rough. So rough they tore it down. Yeah, I'm waiting for my dad to kind of get, figured out what he wants to do so we can coordinate. Arthur's Child says, would you consider visiting Creation Museum, Taxidermy Hall of Fame, and Antique Tool Museum, Southern Pines here in North Carolina? I have a video there. You should check it out. And Wales asked if there was a Coney Island Freak Show. Yes, I've been to the Coney Island Freak Show. It is awesome. Ever heard of Lake Shawnee in West Virginia? I don't think so. I don't think so. New York's pretty cool. New York is pretty cool. Do I have a video about the Coney Island Freak Show? No, that was before I did videos that I went there. How many years have I been doing that? I think I've been putting out videos for 3 or 4 years. I lose track. But I've been exploring and having these interests for probably the last 15 to 20 years. The UK needs me. I think they're doing pretty good without me. How would I react if I had 1 million subscribers? I would freak. Seen Journeys into the Outside with David Crockett? No. I've heard the legend of the One-Eyed Possum? No. Alice Nair says I should go to the Sarah Winchester house. I get that recommendation a lot, the Winchester house. The thing is, they don't allow filming at all or photos, so I would like to go, but you know, when I can't do my thing, it's kind of a bummer. Have I tried the Szechuan sauce yet? No. But Billy, am I correct in the fact they do not let you photograph or video anything in there? I don't think I'll be hitting 1 million subscribers anytime soon. My next big goal is 100,000. The Hearst Castle and Sam Simon. No, I haven't heard of that. Caroline Tony says he would give his eye for 100. Well, don't do that. You need your eye to film. Zach Baggins doesn't let you film in his museum either. Yeah, Jeff, the Mold-O-Rama company. I couldn't believe they wouldn't give me a tour. I tried, but they wouldn't. Nixie Pixie Vlog says, would I ever get my body taxidermied? I don't know. That might creep out my family. Enjoy life is good. Thank you very much. That's how I'm doing. I'm doing good. Sean SKR says, Dragon Con was the best live stream ever. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Zach Baggins has a museum in Las Vegas. I was going to go, but then I found out that I could not film, so I didn't go. And it's really expensive to get in. Is there a reason I don't film abandoned places anymore? Just haven't come across the right abandoned places. I got a few abandoned places that haven't put out yet, but for the most part, you know, you just do an abandoned place when it feels right. But I prefer roadside attractions, and you know, I'm all for doing abandoned, but I'd like it to be interesting. How's Possum 2 holding up? Possum 2 is holding up good because I haven't wrecked it once, and I wrecked Possum 1 the first day I had it. Carolina Tony asks if there's a town in Pennsylvania that is abandoned because it's on a burning coal mine. Yes, that is Centralia, Pennsylvania. And yeah, I do have a video there. How about coming to Canada? My wife wants to do a Canadian road trip. Love his design. He says how many abandoned houses and stuff passed on the road trip. I don't know. I stopped at some abandoned stuff, but I'm just not as interested in crawling around inside a nasty, rotting house as I used to be. Kids in Toyland. Yes, it was really cool to spend the night at Mark Klein. And I think you need to get together with Mark Klein because I think you guys would really hit it off. Is there a good online resource for Mold-O-Rama? Not really. A lot of the websites and things are kind of outdated. They don't have accurate lists and things like that. Have it in the Barbecue Fest in Lexington. Is that Lexington, North Carolina? I have not. I do love the Lexington Barbecue Restaurant. What's the least favorite wax figure I've ever seen? Least favorite? That's a difficult one. Yeah, the Lexington barbecue restaurant in Lexington, North Carolina, is one of my faves. Jay Leno's pretty bad as far as wax figures goes. Louis Tussauds, Jay Leno. Oh my goodness. And Dr. Phil too. I've not been to Bodie. Favorite author from classic to modern day. Um used to read a lot of John Irving. I haven't read a book in like forever, to be completely honest. And what else says Jay Leno's waxwork looks like he did on The Simpsons. The funny thing is, in the Louis Tussauds, was that which one of the wax museums in Niagara Falls actually has Simpsons wax figures, which is pretty funny. I don't even think they're wax. I think they're like plastic, and they're really weird looking. I wanted to stop at Tinkertown Museum, but it was closed. But JP Videos asked, any regrets for leaving my former job? None so far. Harry Houdini Museum in Appleton, Wisconsin. That'd be cool. Austin Taylor says, can we get a Woo and Carpetbagger Tour 2018? I will say it's not impossible. Currently, Hughes says, about the job, regrets losing me. I wouldn't know. 10 years, and I didn't even get a goodbye or good luck. Yeah, it was really weird. Like, I came in because I put my 2 weeks. I put my 2 weeks notice in because I feel like that's just the right thing to do. Um, for one, that's just what you do. For two, um, I didn't want that on my record that I walked out. I wanted to put in my 2 weeks because I wanted to show I had integrity. So I worked for my 2 weeks, came in, left, came in, left. Um, really, no one. I mean, management from the point I put in. I mean, there were some people. There were some people I worked with that were nice, that wished me well. But like for upper management, no, not a word. From the point I put in um, my notice, nothing. But I just didn't want it on my work record that I walked out. Did I have to meet with Bob's? I didn't have to meet with anyone. I thought I thought that you got like an exit interview with human resources, but no one asked to speak with me. So, oh well. I was, yeah, elsewhere 50. I was expecting to do an exit interview with HR, but I never was asked. But I try to keep positive about it because I mean, I made the announcement that I was going to do this full time the day I put my notice in. So, I mean, there may have been some sour grapes there. They may have been angry that I did that. I mean, no one tried to screw me or, thing or anything like that. So that's good. Laura Jones. I when I went by the Porter Sculpture Park, it was closed. But I did fly. I think I flew my drone over it. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I worked for the government. Worked for Child Protective Services. I may someday. I think I'd like to talk about Child Protective Services. I can't talk about individual cases. I can't ruin people's privacy or things like that. But I think I'd like to talk about it at some point if you guys were interested in hearing about it. Have I been banned from haunted attractions for screaming too much? No. Yeah, I have 10 years experience in Child Protective Services, so think that Child Protective Services is one of the most misunderstood lines of work around. My wife still does it, so I think I have some things to share. And it's not like I'm gonna dump on anyone or trash anyone. Just give some of my personal thoughts. Good to hear that, Aaron Griffin. Apex Media didn't Funtown recently bought. Funtown was bought some time ago. They're supposed to reopen this spring sometime. I need to check on that. Need to check on when they're supposed to be opening. Do I believe in ghost? Like just one? Amped Wales is still haunted by the non-jump scare. Yeah, that freaked me out. Oh my gosh. See, I think the whole thing was like, there was like a tour guide in the museum, and at the end, and then partway through, he's like, "Oh, the rest is self-guided. Go on." I'm like, "Is it okay if I go back and video some of this other stuff a little more closer?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, that's fine." So I think I missed the jump scare. Amped Wales, you think the creepiest thing was the non-jump scare pirate? Will Mrs. Carpetbagger ever accompany me in a video? That's a good question. Yeah, Child Protective Services is something you almost have to do to understand. I really enjoyed Salem. Grantley Hughes, yeah, that's talking about the Patreon. Yeah, it's unbelievable. People came out of the absolute woodwork to show their support. People watch my videos showed that they have my back, and so I feel an absolute debt to them. I feel like I can't let them down. They've donated their money, their time, and I want to give them the best videos I can. Yeah, I'm in the bunker. Not in the inner sanctum of the bunker right there, but the sub bunker. Quacking Goose. Did anyone ever yell at me or blame me for tearing families apart while at CPS? All the time. We did not end up adopting a cat. Where have I been in Canada? Just Niagara Falls, I think. Just Niagara Falls. How did the name Carpetbagger come from? I get asked that a lot, actually. It's a insult for northern people that came down to the South after the Civil War. And that's what my favorite pizza chain is. Believe it or not, I'm not a huge fan of pizza. I will eat pizza, but I don't like I don't like any chains like Papa John's or Domino's or Pizza Hut. I don't really like any of them. Enjoy life. Life is good. I appreciate it. It says, should I try and visit every? I should try and visit every state capital. I'm trying to think what state capital I visited. I don't think I've been to North Carolina state capital. To be honest with you. Oh yeah, big shout out for Bertram Belrose. Helped me design a T-shirt or designed a T-shirt for me. That should be appearing in the shop very, very soon. Bye, Aaron. Little Caesars is very cheap pizza. I guess it's good for what you pay for it. Do I still use my old camcorder for videos? Occasionally, I bust it out. If I need something smaller, I can't carry my DSLR into some place, or if I need, it's got a really good zoom on it. Although now I have purchased a zoom lens and I've got upgraded my phone, so I may not need the camcorder anymore. Do I like Mexican and Chinese food? I love Mexican food and Chinese food sometimes. Oh, you never actually had Little Caesars? Yeah, Little Caesars, you go in and you can buy a pizza for $5. That tells you anything. Guntown Mountain, Hookah Dave says Guntown Mountain. It's a Facebook page that posts updates about renovations. I will check that. If I ever shot a video somewhere and not released it because I didn't like the way it turned out, yeah. A few that just never really made it out because I just wasn't happy with them. People are saying the video's blurry. Sorry. I guess her sister worked for Child Protective Services. Ever do a vid about the Jersey Devil? I did a little bit about the Jersey Devil. They have a Jersey Devil skeleton at the Ripley's in New Jersey. I talked about it a little bit there. My shop ever have things like shirts other than shirts, like stickers? I mean, right now I'm just doing the shirts. I definitely am open to looking at other things people are interested in. I have been to New York City, Anna, and I will be going back in May. How many pets do I own? I have 5 cats and a dog and some fish. What's the best dark ride I've ever been on other than Disney? My favorite non-Disney dark ride is probably Monster Mansion at Six Flags over Georgia. Fire in the Hole probably be a close second. What attraction was in the sketchiest neighborhood? I'm not sure. Have I been to the Museum of Death in LA? No, but I have been to the Museum of Death in New Orleans. Yeah, Blazing Free is one of the best dark rides, for sure. But I love Monster Mansion at Six Flags over Georgia as well. Nobles in Pennsylvania is the largest free admission park in the USA. Yeah, Earthquake is really cool. Earthquake in Gatlinburg. Most boring museum. Not the National Quilt Museum, that's for sure. I've been to Six Flags America. I've been to Six Flags Great America. Is that the same thing? Is that what you're talking about? Can we see me and Adam doing a video in the near future? I don't know. It's hard to tell what the future holds. The Gourd Museum was not the most boring. It was saved by the fact that they had those cool gourd masks. Mustard Museum? No, Mustard Museum wasn't the most boring. I've been to the Indianapolis Children's Museum, yeah, when I was in 5th grade. Spook lights. Yeah, we have the Brown Mountain lights here. Have I been to Robert Ripley's gravestone? I have not, actually. Savage Reddit says, just watching the Possum Kingdom vlog. Is that the abandoned haunted house? Rhonda Zambernardi says, I seem to like taxidermy related attractions. I do. Six Flags outside of Washington D.C. is the worst Six Flags in America. Okay. I've never been there. Six Flags New Orleans is a little empty. I want to go to Holiday. I'm hoping to go to Holiday World this year. I do want to go to the Bigfoot Festival in Marion. Skyview says trying to do a live stream on the drone. The DJI app actually has the YouTube live stream built in to it. And I did want to do that sometime soon. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. I'm going to get back doing some editing. So for now, this one's in the bag.